Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we're going to be making some chili using stuff I have in my house. I'm like, all right, I just felt like making it. So some of the cans I'm going to be using, I don't have regular tomato can of tomatoes, so I'm just using stewed tomatoes. Beans with chili in it, and then dark red kidney beans. I have onion, red bell pepper, some chili powder. I gotta get the cumin out, and I'm using some ground round. I'm only gonna use maybe about a pound of ground round. Let me flip this around and see if I can flip this around first of all. Not the comments, hold on, enhance. How do I flip camera and mirror image? Mirror image and flip the camera. Mirror imaging. Okay, mirror imaging is on. Hopefully you can see me. Hi, my name is Alexis and I live here in southeast coastal Georgia. I just got done with work and I had to go pick up some water and just some other stuff. So anyway, we're making chili here. I'm going to be using the enamel cast iron because it has these little rivets on it. The reason why you have rivets on your cookware like this is so that the liquid can go back down into your pan. All right, I have my pan heating up and we are going to be doing ground round. I did get this for $3.99 per pound and there's 3 pounds here. So let's open this up and then I'll pre-package it out and freeze some of it or make something else tomorrow. So I need about, let me see, I need a gadget here. I can either use this one here, and I'm not sure if I have the other one over here. Yeah, here's the new one. All right, so this is a new tool by Pampered Chef. You can actually cut your meat up with it and scoop it out. So I'm going to do about a good pound of ground round. We're just going to get this ground round and throw it in the pan. Just put it in the pan, nice and hot pan. And let's get cooking. You can find the replay on here if you're watching this on the replay. It's over on YouTube. All right. So I usually download all my TikToks and upload it over to YouTube so that you can get the full recipe over there. So that's good enough. I think. Oh, looks like it's a good. And here we go. There we go. Just let that meat sit in the pan. Hello from Fort Worth, Texas. Tammy, how you doing? So we got the meat already in. We're going to let that just sit there and brown up. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator so it stays nice and cold. And hold on, let me put this in the fridge. There. And I need to get some other stuff. All right, so my name is Alexis again. I live here in southeast coastal Georgia. We do not have hardly anything with the Hurricane Ian. He just went right by. We had some wind, a little tiny bit of rain, but really nothing. I am on the far southeast coastal Georgia here. So let me know where you're coming in. Give you a shout out, say hi. If you broadcast, please put some emojis up and let us know that you broadcast so that we can follow you. All right. If you're watching on YouTube and you want us to follow you over there, just put in the comments and I'll go back and look at that. Hello, Tammy. Thanks for following me. And then Megan, thanks for following. All right, so I'm browning up my meat. We need to get the onions. So I got phone calls all over the place. All right, so we're gonna get some onions. I'm gonna do onions and peppers. I went to Publix today and they were out of green bell peppers. So I have a little bit of red. I love red bell pepper. It's a lot sweeter than the green ones. So we're gonna have to use a little bit of my red bell pepper. I like eating this just like an orange. My son eats this. When I used to do stir fries, he said, don't cook my red bell peppers. I just want them raw. So I was like, okay. So we're going to get some onions and slice these onions up. Cut them up, just dice them up into like the size of a bean. All right. Let's see if I get this down. There. And I'm doing it the old fashioned way. I'm just using my knife. It's a Santoku knife. Make sure you cut your knife. Hold your knife and cut it right. I know, watch, I'll probably be on TikTok here by showing a knife, but it's cutting skills. I forget about that. And then we're going to slice it straight down. There we go. There. And just chop it. Now, I can get my food chopper and just chop it in my food chopper. But why clean something else when I just have this knife here? I used to do broadcasts over on the app called Periscope, and Boy, I used to have a lot of dishes at the end of my broadcast. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing a whole lot of dishes, even though I have some over there still. Let me know where you're coming in and I'll give you a shout out. Hello, Patsy Klein girl. How you doing? Hello, Kathy. How are you doing? Where are you coming in from? I'm Alexis. I live here in Southeast Coast of Georgia. I am a Pampered Chef consultant. So all the tools that you see here, the knives, the pots, everything in my house is Pampered Chef. I've been a Pampered Chef consultant for, I think it's 7 years now, come November. All right, so I got my, got the onions all chopped up here. Nicely chopped up there. Now what you want to do is with these leftover pieces like this, you can save this into a bag of veggies and make your own veggie stock from the little tiny pieces that you're going to throw away. All right, now we're going to get our bell pepper, and I'm going to cut my bell pepper up too. And again, I'm just nice chop here. The bell pepper will make it a little bit sweeter. I was looking for the green bell peppers, but my Publix did not have any green bell peppers at all. And I wasn't paying $4 for another red bell pepper, so I was like, I have one at home, I'll use this one here. Okay. And my meat is browning up in my pan. I'm using an enamel cast iron pan. It actually, when you broadcast, the white of the pan actually shows better than using, say, regular cast iron, black cast iron, or any pan that's dark or gray on the inside. Oh, hey, what is it? Jocelyn, 1206. Yeah, I love Pampered Chef too. I'm like, I got all the great newest gadgets and everything. I'm not even sure if I have one of the newest one. Oh, this is a new one that's come out. This one here is a gadget that you put on your pan, and you can hold your let me see, let me see, I get a spatula. Let's get a spatula. And you can hold your spatula on it. Here, I'm going to angle you down. So we have our meat in there. So this is a spatula. You can put your spatula in there and let it hold and sit like that. So you don't have to have it sitting anywhere on your stovetop. So there's two different types of choppers that Pampered Chef has, and I don't know where I put my one. This is the old one that everybody has in their kitchen. And where did I put the other chop? Oh, it's way over here. So this is a mix it and chop it up at the same time, and you can use it as a vent for pies in the star shape, or you can use it as a cookie indent on your cookie. This is the new one. This one here does the same as this, but this one here, you can chop it, but you can also drain it on here, or you can just scoop and serve. So they both do the same thing, and when you're browning your meat, just let your meat sit. You don't have to go in there and chop and whatever. Just let it nicely brown. You can see this is browning up really good. Now, so this thing, both of them do the same thing, okay? You just go in and mix it up. It just makes it into a finer, I'm going to use one. We'll get that one out. I'm going to use a new one, okay? So now you know the difference between the two of them, and you just go in and just break it apart, all right? And once this gets a little bit darker, I'm going to add in my onions so we can saute those up. And I have my heat on medium. I'm going to put it up to medium high on there. So what you can do is when you're doing this, you can actually pick it up and drain it out like that, or scoop it into like taco shells. So this is actually another mix and chop, I believe. Let me get the right name. The catalog, the link is in my profile if you want to look at any of the new Pampered Chef that's come out. And we'll get the right name on that one. The correct name for this tool, is Mix and Chop Spatula. Mix and Chop, instead of just Mix and Chop, it's Mix and Chop Spatula, because you can lift it up and mix it in there. All right, so now that my meat is like, it has still a little bit pink in it, this is where we're gonna get our pan nice and hot again. And if you want to get the grease out, because I'm using ground round and it doesn't have a whole lot of fat in it. If you have like meat that has a lot of fat in it, you can drain it by getting a paper towel and absorbing your fat in it. So you can see some right there. Some of it's also liquid in there, but you can get a paper towel and just absorb some of that fat out of there, because who wants to eat fat? That's the stuff that clogs your arteries, and you really don't want that in there. So you can see how I'm just like, I get all the meat off there, but you can see I'm just picking up the fat part of the meat in here. So let's move this around. I'm going to throw this out. We don't need this. And so just put in your garbage. All right. So what are y'all having for dinner tonight? Hello, long time no see. I know. Oh my gosh, who is it? So let me put this in here and we can saute this up. Okay. Onions and peppers. Onions and red bell peppers. If you have yellow bell pepper, that's fine. Green bell pepper works great. Any kind of bell pepper, just to give it a little bit more flavor in there. All right, let's move that around and get those flavors nicely married in. And I don't think that one's cut quite enough. There we go. I'm cutting it up a little bit for us so it's not chunky. All right, and I'll read your comments. Let me go back and read some comments. Hello, my name is Alexis. Long time no see is right. Hey, Beers 723. How are you doing? Glad I found you on. Yeah, I hear him. Tim. Hey, Tim. Yeah. Still here. I haven't been doing. You're making chili? Okay, so Jennifer, what do you put in your chili that I'm not gonna put in mine? Or what can I put in my chili? I'm gonna put in some cocoa powder, chili powder, and cumin in mine. Not sure about dinner, says Sunkiss. You know, I was working today and it was a really, really slow day. I work at a restaurant and it was so slow. But I did get $99 in tips. So $1 shy of $100 today, which is good considering it was super, super low. Super, super slow. Yeah, cocoa powder. We're going to put cocoa powder. Let me go get that too. Okay, cocoa powder. We're going to put in chili powder, cumin, cumin. Let's see what else. I had a cheat sheet here. Here's my cheat sheet. So I have about a pound of beef in here. If you have 10 ounces, use 10 ounces. If whatever kind of beef you have. If you want, just do up a whole big, cook up all that beef and then save some. And then you're ahead of the game when your beef is already cooked up, right? I used to watch you on Periscope, says, hey, Cassandra, oh my gosh. I was just talking about Periscope. Those were the days, weren't they? I used to come live at 6:30 in the morning, every morning for like years on Periscope, right? A dash of sugar. No, I'm not going to use any sugar. No sugar, no sugar. Crush fresh garlic. Yeah, we need that. Thanks for reminding me. I need to start my business back up. I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, and I needed to get some dental work done, and because I'm gonna get some of this off. I have a bad tooth that's infected and needs to be pulled and then one put in. Yeah, you watch me every morning. Isn't that the funniest thing? How's my son? My son's doing great. His name is Bryce. He just called, and I had to put him to voicemail. So anyway, he's doing fine. He's up at the University of Georgia still. He's a senior. He's going to have to go for the 5th year. Yeah, he's in his 4th year right now because he changed his major from biology to fish and wildlife or something. I don't know, something to do with the environment. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, but that's it. You know, as long as it makes him happy, I'm fine with that. All right, now I forgot where I put my, here it is. You can tell I haven't cooked in a while. All right, so yes, fresh garlic. We're gonna put the garlic in a little bit later. Don't put it in with the onions and the peppers. Put it in a little bit later. Hey, Tina Thorne is in the house. Hey, Tina, how are you doing? There's a lot of people from Periscope on here. Put Periscope if you know about Periscope. Just type in Periscope, and y'all can follow each other. All right, so we're gonna get some garlic, and we're gonna use our garlic press. Just put the whole garlic in there with the peel on and everything, paper, and just squeeze through. There we go, and it comes right out. You see, look, fresh garlic. All right, don't be getting that stuff in the jar and then it's sitting in your refrigerator forever. Get you some fresh garlic. Let's do another one that has get some of that out. That's the good stuff. All right, and we're gonna pull this right out. Let's put that in the garbage thing. All right, and this has a little Barbie brush that comes with it that cleans those little holes in there. So we're gonna get another one, just pop it right in and squeeze it right through. So 2 big garlic cloves I just put in there. There we go. Mash that up. There we go. And pull that out. Good. Yum. I love this stuff. All right, so let's see what else we have. So we got the garlic in there. We're going to be putting in some of our seasonings now. Invite the Sassy Sinead. Hey, Sassy, how you doing, girl? There's another Periscope person. Good. Yeah, it's the best garlic press ever. It's one of my first original tools I ever bought with Pampered Chef was the garlic press, the medium round stone, and a pizza cutter. There you go. Hey, the real Lisa Marie too is in here. Oh my God, Periscope Days. Yes, Scope Day, says Bear 723. How you doing, Tim? All right, fresh garlic is definitely no sugar on this one. And let's see. Hello from Scotland. Hello. I got to turn this down because it's getting a little hot. All right, so my meat is starting to brown up. My veggies are nicely sweated. Okay, we don't have to brown them. Okay, my meat is doing really, really good. And we have this new tool right here that like you don't have to like lean it like this or trying to figure out where you're gonna put it in your kitchen, because I have a very small kitchen. You can actually lean it right there and it sits right there. All right, so we're gonna get some seasonings together and we'll put them all in a container like this. All right, so my recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of chili powder. And we're gonna take this thing off. I'm gonna use my adjustable measuring spoon. I love this thing. It goes from 1 teaspoon all the way up to 1 tablespoon. And I'm gonna need 3 of these. Now don't worry if it's not exact, but we're gonna do 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna just use the whole thing up. I only have a little bit left, and I'm not gonna leave a little bit in there. All right, so we got that done. We're going to put in 1.5 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Yeah, cocoa powder. Cocoa powder, chocolate, and chili goes together, and it gives it a richer, darker flavor. Okay, so we're just going to do 1.5 teaspoons of the cocoa powder. 1.5, which is 1. There we go. All right, and we're going to use 1 tablespoon of cumin. I love this stuff. It had a little bit less, but I love cumin. Oh, this stuff smells so good. All right, so 1 tablespoon of this, and it's gonna say add salt, but I refrain from putting the salt in. 1 tablespoon of that because I'm using some cans and there's a lot of sodium in here, so I don't add the salt. If you want to add salt, you go right ahead, but that's all we have. All right, and so we have all this in here. If you don't have fresh garlic, then you can use garlic powder. Okay, if you don't have onions, use onion powder. But we have all of our seasonings right here. Isn't that great? And we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna get some tomato paste out also. And I have this. Here's my tomato paste. All right, we're gonna put a good amount of tomato paste in here. It says 2.5 teaspoons of tomato paste. So let's get this. Oh, let's do it in a different one. This one's a little bit easier to get it out. You just put, this is a measure all, and you go down and you do 2.5 teaspoons. You put the liquids in this side, but you put the paste or peanut butter or whatever you want in there on this side. So we're gonna squeeze it in. I love the tomato paste in these metal tins rather than the little. I'd rather use it this way than this. Usually when I use this, then you have to freeze it, versus this just goes in the refrigerator. So tomato paste, get it this way, because you only need like tablespoons of tomato paste rather than that couple 6 ounces of tomato paste over there. Let's put that in. All right, that looks. Make sure it is okay. A little bit more. All right, so I'm going to try and come live. Tomorrow is October 1st, and I'm going to challenge myself to come live at least 5 days a week, okay? 5 days. I want to make some lemon curd, and here's our tomato paste. We're going to plop that right in. See how easy it is? We didn't have to like scrape it out. And we're going to put in our, my meat is nicely browned now. Put in our meat, or our seasonings, and we're going to put all that in. And I'm going to need some water. Water. 2 cups of water. Now, if you have beef broth, you can use beef broth, but I don't have beef broth, so I'm just going to use water. At least 2 cups of water. And this is going to make it, the powder and everything, all that stuff's going to make it nice and thick and juicy. You see it? See that? See how nice and dark this is? This is looking lovely. All right, just 2 cups of that. Make sure you drink enough water. I always have water with me. I'm actually using sparkling water right now. We're gonna mix this up, and then we're gonna add in our cans. All right, we're gonna add in some chili beans. All right, with chili. We're gonna add in some dark red kidney beans, but this one here, we are gonna drain first and rinse. And I'm gonna add in some tomatoes. I don't have a can of tomatoes. I thought I had some, but I didn't, so we're doing stewed tomatoes. But I'm gonna chop this up before I put it in, okay? So use what you have. Don't worry about like, hey, I don't have this, well then substitute it, all right? But that cocoa powder just makes this nice and dark and thick and rich, all right? So let's put that over here. And I need to get can opener, one. And let's get that. And we can put this back up a little bit higher to get it nice and boiling on us. We're done with our measuring stuff and on my knife. So let's put that there. And this is a smooth edge can opener. If you don't know what it is, it's one of Pampered Chef's favorite tools because you can cut around it, and everybody needs a can opener, especially when there's no electricity. All right, so we're gonna go all the way around, just like that. You see how it's on top. And I'll come back and read your comments, so you can leave questions or say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. If you were on Periscope or Haps, that's another app that I was on for about a year. And we're gonna lift that right up. All right, so this one here is the chili with beans, the red beans with the chili sauce. So this one I want to put in here, just the whole thing. And can I get it out? I don't know. Let's use a scraper to get it out. Chili beans are going inside. Now it's really good to make a whole big pot of chili. That way, like it's just my mom and I can freeze some and then I can have this later on. If you don't like beef, you can use ground chicken, ground turkey, okay? Use what you got. All right, that's one down. We're gonna get another one. This one here is red dark kidney beans. That's what my mom likes. We don't need that anymore, so I'm gonna put that back. And with this one here, like you can pull this up, but this is what this thing is on the handle, is this little clip. You actually go in like that, okay? You see how that is? All right, and put it on the countertop, and then you're gonna pull it up. And that's what happens when those things happen. See that? That's why you always need a can opener, because even the Pop-Tarts don't work. They don't work. So now we're just gonna use this the old-fashioned way, all right? And I will be right with y'all. And look at your comments in a second. All right, I went all the way around. That one's off. There we go. Now this one, we don't want to use the liquid on this one. We want to drain it. I'm going to use my this is a strainer. It's a retired strainer by Pampered Chef, and I'm still using it. It's probably the only thing that I'm using that isn't available right now. It's retired. If this ever comes in the outlet, you make sure you go and get it. All right. So I'm rinsing it off. There we go. Don't worry if there's water in it, it's fine. We're gonna just put those red kidney beans in there. There. Now I know some people don't like chili with beans, but this is chili with beans. That's just the way we are. All right, and then the final can, we're gonna use a can of tomatoes. Any tomatoes will be fine. If you wanna use Rotelli spicy tomatoes, go right ahead. There you go. Go backwards, pull this thing up. It has a little beak, lift it up. And I'm gonna put this in here because I'm gonna chop my tomatoes up. All right, there's stewed tomatoes. I'm just gonna get my scissors and chop the heck out of these, all right? So let me see what you're all saying. Let's see. Hey, JB's in the house. How you doing, JB? Let's see. Kelly's in the house. Hello, hello. I don't know what Jeff. Oh, Kim. It's Kim. Oh, I don't know, K-Cam. Yeah, we're doing chili. We're chilling chili with beans. Forget canned tomatoes and use stewed tomatoes. Everything much. Yeah, yeah. I'm using the soup. That's the only thing I had in my house that had tomatoes in it. Thanks for sharing out the broadcast. I really appreciate it. Y'all sharing and coming in and saying hello. Is that an XOX can opener? No, this one here is a Pampered Chef Smooth Edge can opener. All right, it cuts around the top, and by being smooth, I mean, you can rub your hand on here and you're not going to cut yourself. One time I nicked myself, but I was like, okay, I don't know what I was doing wrong. But this is a smooth edge can opener. Now we're going to get a little water. Let's put a little water in here and rinse this out. There we go. Let's rinse all that goodness out. Don't let all that goodness go to waste. Okay, and we can put it back in there. All right, so I'm just gonna get these stewed tomatoes, and they are like big tomatoes like that, and we're just gonna chop them up. I can probably get my mix and chop it up with that, but hey, scissors does great, right? My mom made kidney beans today. Oh, we love kidney beans. I also like black beans. I love making black beans. Hey, remember Swan Bella? You remember me from Periscope. You are like the fourth person that said that so far on this broadcast. Yeah, I used to do Periscope back in the day and teaching people how to cook. And I used to cook for Bryce. And Bryce is now a senior in high school, in college, y'all. And he's doing good. He has a girlfriend, Natalie. And he did a race last week. He came in 47 out of 1,000 participants, and he came in, I think, 27th in his age range. I made chili for dinner. Hey, Bernice, how are you doing? Yeah, we're making chili today because it's cold down here. Cold for us is like 70 degrees. It was in the 60s today. It was very, very cold. Let me see if that other one works too. Let's see if this works. I don't like chunky tomatoes, y'all. Do you like chunky tomatoes? I like it. We could pray this up, and I'd be fine with that. So instead of and we're using stewed tomatoes because that's what we had. Did you add? Yeah, we add bell pepper. I only had red bell pepper. I was trying to get a green, but my Publix was out, and our Walmart was closed today. Walmart was closed. So I just went to Publix and I said, skip the green one. I had a red one. It's going to make it a little bit sweeter there. Actually, it's been very nice and cool breeze. We can open up the windows. Oh, geez. So yesterday it was really cold and my mom was sitting here with the blanket on. So I put the heat on. Just for a couple hours. I'm here in southeast coastal Georgia. I'm like right north of Jacksonville on the inside of the Georgia border, and I'm on the coastline, and we still have I'm gonna turn this down. We still have a flood watch because of the water going inland, and now it's coming. All water that goes inland comes to the ocean, just FYI, okay? So anyway, I think I got this I think I got it nicely parade up or so, just using the mix and chop here. All right. You're making vegetable soup. I was going to do that too. Hey, Deb, how are you doing? Maryland. You're in Maryland. Nice. There was a thing I saw. Somebody on TikTok had the top, safe states to live in. And some of them I thought, that's not state. That's not as in weather-wise. Because we're here in Georgia and Florida with hurricanes and stuff, We only have to prepare for them once in a while, and you hope for the best, but sometimes, oh my goodness, what happened down there? I did have my friend Brenda, who got me into Pampered Chef. She lived in my subdivision here. She moved down to Fort Myers area into Coral Gables, and she weathered the storm in her apartment with her husband. She's fine. Their apartment's fine. The car's got a little beat up over on Coral Gables side. But she said she has PTSD with sounds right now on wind. All right, so we just chopped up our stewed tomatoes, and we're gonna dump it into our meat right here. Doing great. Just moved from Georgia to Indiana. Yeah, I would not want to move to Indiana with snow. No, 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 no. Universal subconscious. Thanks for following. I live in county. County what? Hello from Jekyll. Hey, Jekyll, I'm down here in Woodbine. Exit 7. Exit 7 here. I love Jekyll Island, but you have to pay to get out on that island. My mom and I just went to St. Simon's Island this past Monday, and we ate at Sal's restaurant. What is it? We're doing chili. What you make? We're making chili with beans. We're using kidney beans, red kidney beans, and chili beans with chili sauce in it. And I did. We're gonna put the tomatoes in here now. That's all I had. And we're gonna mix this up. And this is pretty much done. You want it to like boil for a few minutes, just so that all the flavors can marry together, and it gets nice and you see the richness of this. That's because we put cocoa powder in here. We put cocoa powder in our chili, and I have not. Once I learned this recipe, like this trick, I've never gone back without doing the chili powder. It doesn't seem right now. It's not as dark, but the chili powder does make it nice and dark and rich. All right, so we're gonna put the smooth edge can away. All these tools that you saw me use, majority of them are all available for sale. The link is in my profile, or you can message me saying, hey, how can I get that? But my chili is pretty much done. I'm going to put some of this stuff back. I did use maybe a quarter of my red bell pepper in here. I didn't use a whole lot. And I used tomato paste, and I like it in this tube rather than the can, because 2 tablespoons, you have to like freeze the rest of this. Okay, and I don't have to do that. Okay. All right, let's put that away. Put that away. And that goes away too. Here we go. All right. Done with all that. We recycle all of our cans here, so I put that away eventually. And this can be recycled too. There. And again, I did use cocoa powder in my chili. It's a secret ingredient. And we're gonna let this sit, and I'm gonna taste it and see if we need any salt. There was salt in with the beans and also the tomatoes, and so I don't really want to use, I don't want to add salt unless I have to. No noodles, beans and beef, just chili here. Do you ever put beer in your chili? Yes, you can put beer in your chili, you can. Is that a mat under your burner to keep it tidy? A mat under, no, we have, under my thing, it's a gas stove, and these are cast iron things. This one here is a little mat that like there's a space between my stove and my countertop, and so this lays right here so that no crumbs go down there, because you're not really, when you clean your kitchen, you don't want to keep on sliding your stove in and out, and this helps keep it nice and clean. All right. This one here is a new spoon holder, so that you can hold your utensils right in here like this, rather than keeping them in the pot, and it sits there like that. This is brand new. It's a mix and chop spatula, available as of September 1st. Let me say hello. I see. I need to get that. That white little thing between it, you can get it at like I think it's Amazon has it, and I think Walmart may have it. Bed Bath & Beyond may have that little gadget there between the two. They make a metal piece you can place there. I haven't seen the metal ones, and I'm thinking the metal ones might scratch my enamel on my stove, because anything with enamel, you don't want to use any metal on it. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Beth Matheson, how are you doing? Where are you coming in from? Do you ever put, yeah, we did. All right, I'm going back and looking at past comments now. Hello from the Philippines. How are you doing there? Sure, I know, Char, how are you doing, Char 79? Thank you for sharing the live video out, Bernice. I appreciate it. Hey, you're watching from Toronto, Canada. Is Jim Bro. Mr. Bot, that's my area too, says Mr. Bot. I'm in southeast coast of Georgia. Suker is in Jekyll Island. How you doing from Jekyll Island? It's a beautiful island to visit. Go to Tortiga's Mexican restaurant, and you can sit there and watch the waves come in. I think that's the only restaurant I ever went to on Jekyll Island, because it's right there when you drive around. And definitely, if you're ever in Jekyll Island, make sure you go see the Driftwood Forest. Driftwood Forest. All right. Baltimore is scary, says Bernice. Thanks for following me, Jose. Let's see. Making vegetable soup. Yep. I was thinking of vegetable soup. I was thinking of the Weight Watcher cabbage soup. We need to make that because I need to lose 10 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. Yes, I did. I'm at 150 pounds. I need to lose the weight. So just eating everything under the sun. We did add bell peppers. We added a pound of ground round. We sauteed or browned that up, chopped it all up. Then we added some onions, bell peppers in there, and then we added our seasonings, which we did chili seasoning, 3 tablespoons, a tablespoon and a half of, I wrote it down, 3 tablespoons of chili, 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin. I skipped the salt, and that's the seasonings I put into the chili. Okay, let me go back down. I'm going back now to the, hey, what's cooking? Chili. Let's see, Sal is the best pizza. I didn't like it. I didn't like the pizza as much at Sal's. It was okay. I got the margarita pizza, and it was okay. It wasn't, even my mom was like, it's okay. I like Angelo's pizza better in Kingsland is better. And I like the house pizza at Angelo's. Hey, let's see, canned beans or dried beans? We had to use canned beans. I'm not into doing from the beginning, although I will make black beans from scratch. I do like black bean soup, or just black beans in the pressure cooker. They're great like that. See, I need that to get that. Okay. If you see any of the pieces that are Pampered Chef, please reach out to me. I'd love to get them into your kitchen. All right. The link is in my profile, or you can message me, DM me here. Let's see. Thanks for following me, everyone there. Hey, from the UK, Denise. How are you doing, Denise? I think it's Denise. Susan. Susan Scott. All right, how you doing? Hello, Ohio. How are you doing? Let me go. Laker Joe, 32. Hey, Tony Conrad. How are you doing, Tony? Long time no see. Driftwood Beach is awesome. It's one of those things you have to go to. Just pay the $8 to go on the island. Is it $8? How much is it to get on the island these days? Kevin Vasquez. Hey, Kevin is in the house. Another Periscoper. If you're in Periscope, we have 130 people watching right now. If you're in Periscope, just put in Periscope so people can follow you. Thank you for coming in. I am Tiger 39 live. Let's see. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. That's for sure. I had my son. He's 21 now. Can you believe it, y'all? He's 21. I just turned 60. I am 60 years young, y'all. Periscope. Nikki's in Periscope. Go Periscope. Oh my God, I love Periscope. All right, so anyway, we are making chili. I need to pull some out and taste it and see if we need to add any salt or any cumin or more chili powder in there. Silver Springs, Maryland, says Cora loves. How you doing? All right, so I'm gonna be trying to go live. I'm gonna promise you. I need to make a promise to you so I can go live. I used to go live at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning when I was on Periscope, like religiously, and I need to get back into going live, you know, even if I just do a small, simple broadcast, you know. But I want to make in our deluxe cooking blender over there some lemon curd. And I got the lemons. I got 3 lemons. Here's 2. The other one's over there. I want to make lemon curd and then come back in and make a lemon meringue pie for my mom. And I also want to make some chocolate pumpkin muffins. I did a demo, but it's in my drafts on pumpkin muffins. I was down at Brian's place down in Isla del Sol down there, Tampa, and St. Pete's Beach about 2 weeks ago, and I never posted it here on TikTok. Let's see. So, hey, Nikki, thanks for coming in. All right. So tap heart, share out, and follow along. My name is Alexis. I teach you how to use your kitchen tools along with simple recipes so you can make what I'm making at my house at your house. Because you know what? It's a lot cheaper to make this than it is to go out and buy this at a restaurant. Okay, because you get a little bowl of chili, $6. I probably got the whole thing. Probably bought this whole thing for $9. Probably even less. So maybe $1 a can for the 3 cans. Okay, we did $4 for I'm counting on my fingers. $4 for the meat. Maybe $1 for the pepper and the onion because it was really, they didn't really use the whole pepper, and maybe $1 for seasonings. Okay, what else did I put in there? garlic that's in there. So $9, $9 for this whole entire thing. I just counted it on my fingers there. I'll destroy a lemon meringue pie. Yeah, Kevin. Oh my God. The lemon curd, I made that like a year ago or 2 years ago. I was looking for my own recipes. And I'm like, I had to go into my notes, and then I have a Facebook VIP group, and I was posting my recipes over there. And I was like, where do I find it? I go there in my notes or into my VIP group. It's one of those places that I usually post the recipes. All right, so let's get a bowl out. Bowl. Tasting bowl, y'all. All right. And let's get a little bit of this. And I still have to go walk. Let's see. I'm gonna put a little bit in here. Let's get that in there. Okay. Making a mess. All right. Let me see. I do my iWatch here, you know, and I already did 10,000 steps, but I only did 16 minutes of heart rate, and I need to go for a quick walk and get that heart rate up to 30. I've promised myself, and I've been doing it since, I don't know, February, to have that heart rate to 30. The arm movements, I also need to move my arm. It's 288, and I need to get that to 400. So once I get this done, I'm going for a walk. This is so good. Doesn't need no salt. No salt. Could use some more chili powder, I'm thinking. I think we'll leave it. Look, I got it all over me. Alexis is a slob today. Cowboy food, yeah. We like the, cowboy caviar, and taco soup is really good. But yeah, it's super good. Look at the beans, little veggies in here. Oh my God, it's just so good. You can't taste the chocolate, the cocoa powder. I'm just telling you, you cannot taste it. This is good. Yum. Hey, Melanie Faye's in the house. Hey, Melanie, how you doing? My mouth is watering too, Tina. Look, I'm eating the whole thing. I'm not adding no salt. If you're trying to lose weight, eliminate salt, okay? Because your weight fluctuates with the amount of salt you eat. All right. That was delicious. No. But John, all right. I probably have a little gas tonight because I already had I did a quesadilla this morning, and I fried up 2 eggs over easy, and I got a can of refried beans and a tortilla, and I put the eggs on top of the tortilla, scoop them up, and I put the tortilla in the bowl and got it nice and brown, and I layered in some refried beans. So beans on beans is not good. Beans and eggs are not a good combination. It does give you gas. It all depends how much you have. If you rinse your beans out, hopefully they don't give you as much gas, okay? So just FYI. I missed the ingredients? Oh, well, let me put you down here and I'll show you. All right, so we have, there's the thing. We had 1 pound of ground beef. I used a half of an onion, a quarter of a red bell pepper. We used 2 big cloves of garlic in there. And then I did 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder, and then 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Yes, I use cocoa powder. That's why it's so dark, all right? And then 1 tablespoon of cumin. I eliminated the salt because I didn't need it. And then I put 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste in here and 2 cups of water. I think I got everything. Oh, and then we used 3 cans. We used 1 can of chili beans, 1 can of red beans drained, and a can of tomatoes. And I only had stewed tomatoes, so I chopped them all up, and that's it. But this is yummy, yummy, delicious. Yeah. Sorry. So you got those, Jen? All right, go make some chili. It's gonna be so good. And make a big pot, like make a double. Make that double batch so you can have some for later on. This freezes really well. And if you're going like next week, put it in a Ziploc bag with maybe 1.5 cups for lunch next week. So different ideas to cook once, but eat it several times. You can also put it over a baked potato. That would be really good. I'm gonna try the cocoa powder. Yeah, try the cocoa powder in it. You're never gonna go back to the other way. Sounds good. Yeah, this tastes really good. I'm not going to change anything on here. Might need a little more chili powder, but I'll put it out on the table and we can always add it individually. Let's see. So it freezes well, like I said, and it's healthy for you. If you don't want to use beef, you can use ground turkey. You can use ground chicken, whatever you want. You can use that in there. You can skip the beef altogether and do it vegetarian style too. Okay. So anyway, I think that's it. I am all done for it. I'm gonna let this just sit and marry a little bit, and then come back and have a bowl of it because I need about 15 minutes of heart rate. I need to go walk around my neighborhood before it gets dark because it gets dark at 7:15 now. So I got to go walk and get my heart rate up to 30 minutes. All right. Make sure you follow me. I appreciate it. And all the Pampered stuff is available. I am a Pampered Chef consultant. The link is in the profile. You can go there. And then this one here, you see I have my nice little scoop here, but I love this gadget. This is a brand new gadget. It's only like $10, and you put it on your pots or your pans, and then you can put your utensil right in there like that. Or if you're having a party, you can put it on a bowl and it'll keep it out of the way. All right. So I want to thank everyone for coming in and spending a little bit of your time. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'll be back on, and hopefully I'll make those muffins. I gotta make those muffins tomorrow morning. Okay. So thanks for coming in and spending a little bit of your time. Love y'all. Bye. Yeah, nice to see everybody else too. It was really nice seeing at least I think 10 of you are from Periscope days. All right. Bye bye.